Have you heard about Gojek? Gojek is Indonesia's first and fastest growing decacorn that is building an empire in Southeast Asia. Gojek provides a variety of on-demand services, helping people get things done through a single app service. Its vast amount of service help people to move to one place or another, order food, send packages, or even go shopping. Based on a 2020 report, Gojek precedes more than 10 billion annualized gross transaction value across all markets where it operates. Gojek started in 2010 with a simple idea that founder Nadiem Makarim thought of when he noticed how difficult it was to commute quickly in Jakarta. Hence, the mission to improve Jakarta's commuting problem, as well as improving the livelihoods of local ojeks, was born. The company started from humble beginnings, where it only operated on one call center and had limited number of drivers. In 2015, Gojek's first app base was released to the public. This opened up a whole new world to the Indonesian market as orders scaled up from 3,000 to 100,000 a day. Through the app-based release, they were able to automate the matchmaking process, reducing the amount of manual work. With its immense growth and attractive business model, Gojek managed to expand its market internationally in Vietnam and Singapore. For the past year, Gojek continued to prove it has more to offer than ride-hailing, proven by the launch of other products such as GoFood, GoPay, and GoMart. They managed to become Indonesia's first decacorn. In 2022, they've reached another milestone by merging with Tokopedia as Goto and made their official IPO last April. Gojek ride-hailing service is one of their biggest products. They have managed to partner with over 2 million drivers. In 2015, when the number of drivers were flourishing, online driver communities emerged in several parts of Indonesia. These communities acted as a safe space for drivers to rest and communicate within the online driver community. The community has utilized social media as a form to connect with their fellow drivers, such as Facebook, Instagram, or even Twitter. They also have a physical base camp that allows drivers to rest and connect with their other fellow drivers. In the midst of 2015, there were a lot of tension circling the ojek community. There were often clashes between traditional ojeks and gojeks. There were increase in begal or thug cases in Jakarta, which created anxiousness for not only drivers but also their customers. However, with the presence of communities, not only drivers were able to protect one another, they also contributed to public order and safety. They cooperated and were supported by Polri to patrol the streets that were prone to begal. As part of their driver solidarity, Gojek drivers have gathered together to build Gojek Peduli Anak Yatim. This organization was built independently by Gojek drivers with a mission to support the families of a driver that might have lost their lives due to an accident. This activity garnered positive responses not only from the public, but also from the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Sandiaga Uno. The founders were invited to his podcast to share their story and mission of their organization. Communities also became a way for the government to connect with the public. Department of Communication and Information of Palopo utilized the use of Gojek community in the delivery of information from the government to the public. Through the affiliation of Gojek, these drivers were brought together and provided a positive impact to the society. As of 2019, Gojek has more than 1 million driver partners spread throughout Indonesia. Almost all of these partners are part of Gojek driver community. In the case of Gojek, the communitization among drivers emerged organically. It emerged by fellow drivers that wanted to be connected to each other. Gojek began to embrace and utilize these driver communities. They encourage others to join by posting a list of Gojek communities on their official website. These communities also provide an easier way to widen the company's market target. In the old way of segmentation marketing, a company slices and dices a population as their target market. Then, the company tries to convince that group of population to use their product. As an example, Bluebird must post their job vacancies in job seekers' website, which can be costly. In the case of Gojek, the drivers establish their own communities organically. These communities become the basis for Gojek to target the drivers as their partners. Thus, Gojek driver community has become an indirect marketing magnet to attract and retain drivers for them. Through these communities, they provide branding, as they always wear Gojek's signature jacket when they conduct their activities. It builds the image that Gojek often engages in many social activities and attracts public attention, which gives a positive impact to Gojek's brand. Gojek does not have to spend a high budget to promote others to become drivers, as it is supported by the positive activity of their drivers' community. They can utilize these communities and use their content to promote them under Gojek brand.
Technology and information systems have changed marketing techniques that were previously vertical, with marketing practices carried out by marketers and controlled top-down, hierarchical from company to user, into horizontal marketing practices, where consumers are no longer objects in marketing, but become a subject in marketing. Because the creation of marketing value will increase if we involve customers and innovate together. This has changed the initial marketing system, or we call it legacy marketing, which consisted of 9 core elements, into a new wave marketing, where there are 12 C's in it, and one of it is clarification. What is clarification, and why do we need it? Companies are no longer positioning their brand to the target market, but clarifying together and with the community in which it is located. By clarifying, it means that we clarify our persona or character to the community that we have previously confirmed. In this clarifying, we must be able to answer who we really are and what is the purpose of our existence in the community. This needs to be done because the perception or positioning about ourselves can be formed from various parties, such as from our own company, customers, mass media, and even our competitors.
Reebok International Ltd has been a global brand for decades. They are one of the oldest athletic footwear and apparel companies. Was founded in 1985 by Joe and Jeff Foster, Reebok hit the US and 28 other countries' market by 1979. The company has a brand of shoes and clothing line that cover running, fitness, and other activities. They also continue to sponsor athletes, teams in major US and global sport and events. In 2005, Adidas purchased Reebok, a subsidiary bringing together two powerhouse supporting apparel companies. Reebok is an American-inspired global brand with a deep fitness heritage and the mission to be the best fitness brand in the world. To realize this mission, Reebok has gone through a transformation from traditional sports to a focus on the sport of fitness.
Position themselves as the most outstanding fitness brand in the world. Reebok target market is adult age that obsess in healthy workout. Reebok's consumer focus on being distinctive, relevant, and authentic with its focused consumers, the game changers. The game changers are people who constantly looking to try new things in fitness life. Reebok help consumers to fulfill their true potential and reach things they may have thought unreachable. Introducing new technology in order to support their brand positioning, Reebok launched the first liquid factory. Let us listen to the explanation from Reebok future leader.
Manufacturing really hasn't changed over the last 30 years. In fact, if you walked into a factory 30 years ago or you walked into one next week that was making footwear, you'd see essentially the same thing. Every shoe from every brand on the market is created using molds. Shoes are expensive because molds are expensive. What if we created a new process to make shoes without molds? We'd get a lot faster and we'd change what we make, how we make it, where we make it, and who we make it with. This is the Liquid Factory Lab. It's unlike any other shoe lab anywhere. We're using state-of-the-art manufacturing software and machinery to build a system that literally draws shoes in 3 dimensions. We had to give our machine something to draw with. That's the liquid part of Liquid Factory, a special high-rebound liquid material made for Reebok by BASF.
Another innovation is Flex Swift technology that will ease our movement because of its lightweight, breathable material and anti-slippery sole that made up of high-quality rubber.
In order to connect with the community and consumer, Reebok is creating inspirational marketing capabilities in an authentic and unique way that delivers its powerful brand messages through advertisements, campaigns, collaboration or partnership, etc. Reebok initiated Muscle Up project in 2016 and collaborated with the CrossFit community to co-create the Nano 9 in 2019 to drive Reebok's positioning as a brand dedicated to fitness. Reebok also engaged with some of the world's most influential validators to amplify the brand and increase its authentic connection with the game-changer consumer. And to validate its authenticity as the best fitness brand in the world, Reebok partnered up with some of the fastest growing and most innovative organizations in the fitness world.
Throughout the years, Reebok continued signing female athletes and celebrities who were breaking the molds in male-dominated sports, and collaborating with smart, creative women who were fighting for their rightful seat at the table as artists. In recent years, they released an entirely women's-focused brand campaign that featured women from all walks of life promoting and supporting each other. Reebok's spotlight message is that Reebok is present in every way women perceive, define, and experience fitness. The brand is targeting more specific customers and has helped Reebok gain a different set of customers that are unique from Adidas and Nike. Reebok has always claimed itself to be a customer-focused brand. The advertisement described finding motivation in your back pocket and running over insecurities, which demonstrated the power and determination women have to succeed. To this day, Reebok is daring to push the limits to make progress and is giving opportunities for women to bring each other along. Reebok will continue to drive relentless execution and discipline, build organizational capabilities, and accelerate the pace of change in order to drive sustainable and profitable growth. With its specific clarification campaign, Reebok managed to get 3.61% CAGR from 2013 to 2017. And in recent news of January 2022, ABG CEO Jimmy Shelter expects Reebok's revenue to grow to $10 billion within 5 years from now.
Hello, welcome to this video presentation of New Wave Marketing. In this presentation, we will discuss one of the New Wave marketing elements, which is codification with Kitkat as the brand example. Enjoy.
Kitkat was originally launched in 1935 in the United Kingdom by Rowntree McIntosh and had a long life as a classic British snack before being launched in Japan in 1973 under a license agreement with a local Japanese manufacturer, Fujiya. In 1989, the Fujiya license agreement with Rowntree McIntosh expired, and in that same year, Nestle Japan created a joint company with Fujiya to continue bringing Kitkat to the country. By the end of the millennium, Kitkat had come to serve as a staple product in the weekly grocery shopping at large supermarkets for mothers wanting simple and easy chocolate snacks for their children. The infamous global slogan, "Have a break, have a Kitkat," was still being used from initial launch and in 2008 when the Kitkat branding and marketing transformation started in Japan. However, a Kitkat market research conducted to high school students found out that an ordinary break in between everyday activities, such as a break between classes or short break during work time, was not perceived as a good break by respondents. Instead, a good break was defined as one where they could accomplish something with no need to return back to their work or their studies. That is why the Kitkat marketing team concluded that type of break Kitkat should be was a release from stress. One day, a call from Yoshiki Sato, the president of one of the biggest chain stores in Kyushu, to Kozo Takaoka, the marketing director Nestle Japan's confectionery business, started the Kitkat phenomenon. Sato found out in his casual survey to mothers and their friends why they were buying Kitkat, especially during winter months of December, January, and February, in which the season of Jukan, or the much-dreaded exam period for all third-year high school and junior high school students, had to pass. The Japanese language is made up of syllabary of specific sounds that limit the ability to pronounce foreign names exactly as they were intended, and Kitkat is no exception. The customer explained that the name Kitkat sounded a lot like Kitokatsu, which in Kyushu dialects means to surely win. This insight, Sato thought, that it would powerfully resonate with the shoppers. Takaoka immediately thought that was it. This particular insight validated the market research done before that clearly found the students were under heavy stress due to the challenges they faced with their studies. And if Kitkat can position itself as a lucky charm, then that would become the real meaning of Kitkat break that resonated positively with Japanese culture. Since then, Kitkat in Japan has evolved and become one of the most sought-after brands of confectionery, not just for Japanese, but also global tourists who find Kitkat Japan edition unique and worth being brought back as a gift. With more than 300 different products in a large variety of flavors, the Kitkat brand has elevated product innovation to an art form as well. In 2017, versions included birthstone Kitkats, Kitkats that resemble sushi, and Kitkats that soothe the throat like cough drops. There are some 20 to 30 such products a year, many seasonal or limited time offers. The constant novelty has turned Japanese Kitkats into a global pop culture phenomenon and a business opportunity for exporting made-in-Japan Kitkats to other markets. With innovative products and campaigns, the Nestle Japan team has ensured that Kitkat has maintained its leadership position in the Japanese market. With flavors like matcha and sake, Kitkat not only appeals to domestic buyers, but also to tourists visiting the country. Premiumization has also led to increased popularity and sales, with the Kitkat chocolaterie boutiques offering premium products created under the supervision of famous patissier Yasumasa Takagi. The previous differentiation strategy of Kitkat, by utilizing the master tagline "Have a break" at Kitkat, was too global-centric, while Japan market requires more than just differentiation, but more of genuine personalization that resonates with their strong and distinct culture. Nestle Japan is aware of the tight competition in the confectionery market in Japan. This made them need to create authentic experiences for their customer beyond consuming the product itself. The discovery of what happened in Kyushu was very interesting and became the inspiration to make the brand as a lucky charm to a student who is stressed by the test and probably worried about the result. Kitkat positioning as a lucky charm became more authentic because it is backed by well-thought product design and campaign. The size of the Kitkat itself is small and easily carried, just like omamori or good luck charm, which is a very common thing in Japan. The campaign takes advantage of cherry blossoms or sakura, which is commonly heard in a phrase that is used to accompany a positive entrance exam result. The cherry blossoms have bloomed. Nestlé Japan also took the campaign to the next level by partnering with regional hotels surrounding test, taking facilities and campuses to cheer the taste taker and give the Sakura-themed Kitkat and a warm good luck postcard. Internally at Nestlé, utilizing the success story of Kitkat and to help encourage such creativity, Nestlé created an innovation award. Every year, the top 3 winners receive money to make their ideas come true. Everyone from line operators to field sales rep to procurement managers participate. Innovation can't only be marketing or product innovation. This is said Lacroix, the managing executive officer for Nestlé Confectionery Group in Japan. It has to be enabled through the line end to end. Nestlé Japan's Made in Japan KitKat team has won a 2017 AdAge Creativity 50 Award. Every year, the well-known marketing and advertising media outlet AdAge chooses its 50 most creative people or teams. Kitkat as a brand made the most of this fortunate occurrence, earning the Asian Brand Marketing Effectiveness Award in 2005 for its Lucky Charm advertising campaign. And in 2009, Nestlé and Japan Post collaborated to sell unique KitKat packets with a stem and space to write a message of encouragement to friends and family that could be addressed at 20,000 post offices across Japan. The promotional bundles for this campaign were sold out in less than a month. They also received the Media Grand Prix at the 2010 Cannes Lions International Advertising Festival for this campaign. By investing and committing to codification, Nestlé Japan had managed to transform a chocolate bar into a vessel for offering support to someone who was facing a major life challenges. The ultimate question is, did the strategy work for KitKat? According to the company's report, Nestlé Japan had now created the new brand story of KitKat and found a previously untapped customer segment within Japan's confectionery market. The success of its strategy yielded to a 150% increase in year-on-year KitKat sales between 2002 and 2007. From just merely country-specific strategy, this codification effort eventually also translates into a positive global impact for KitKat as a brand.
Thank you for watching. We hope you find this presentation insightful. This video is brought to you by Class BLEMBA 31B SBM ITB.